West Coast Radio. I'm here with OG Eddie Mack. What's up, Playboy?
What's up with it, Felly?
Hey, so we are going to just get right into it. The West Coast Rapid Fire brought to you by Watkins Bail Bonds. You ready for this, homeboy?
Let's get with it.
Pimp or hustler?
Pimp.
My bad or fuck you?
My bad.
Strip club or TJ?
Strip club.
Girl Scout cookies or Oreos?
Girl Scout cookies.
Lambo or Ferrari?
Lambo.
I like this one. Jordan or LeBron?
Oh, Jordan.
Okay, going old school. Okay,
Yes,
okay. Boys in the Hood or Goodfellas?
Boys in the hood.
Carne asada or barbecue food?
Carne asada. There you go, baby.
Monty or Cutlass?
Cutlass.
That's old school too. City or nature?
I gotta say nature. I'm a meditator.
For everybody didn't know that. Eat ass or pass?
Oh. If it's intense, nigga, I'm eating. Come on. You feel me?
DM or digits?
I'm real old school. I'm a DM and then get the digits.
Yeah, I like that too. Menace to society or belly?
Belly.
Titty or booty?
Booty.
Local or designer?
Local.
We'll do the last one. Thick or petite?
Thick.
All right, hey, official Eddie Mack. We're gonna do now the West Coast wheel. So we have Gangsta Story on here. We got Free Bottle of Henny. We got Confessions. That one time you said fuck it. Weirdest sex story. Take a shot. Bottle of tequila. Craziest drunk story. Eighth of weed. So why don't you get up and spin that motherfucker? Let's see what he lands on. Spin it good too, bro. Yeah, spin that motherfucker good.
All right, look, man, we finna do this.
All right, let's see. I like that. I'll take that spin. Free bottle of Henny. Hey, we had it ready for him too.
You gonna drink this with me? Right?
I'll take a sip with you. I don't know if I'll drink that whole thing, but I'll take a sip with you
Everybody
for sure.
in here go out to drink this with me.
Hey, so the question I love asking everybody that steps in here, let everybody know that from across the world, across the nation, that doesn't live in Cali, doesn't live in Southern California, how does it feel just to wake up being from the West Coast? Because you've lived in different parts of the country that people don't know this shit. But so, how does that feel to you? How does it feel?
Man, that is everything. Waking up knowing that I'm a part of this West Coast business. You feel me? This West Coast shit. It ain't nobody around the world like us on the West Coast. You feel me? It's people out there that try to mimic the games. They try to mimic the dances. We got our own originality, and I feel like, we the realest in the country.
It's interesting, too, because I was thinking back. That's why I say he's an OG of the station here.
Gang, gang.
You used to live in Texas, right?
Yes, sir.
And so you've seen different parts of the country and how their flavor is, I guess you could say, and how their swag is, and when you went out there and now you get a different perspective, right?
Right.
So how did you feel when you moved out there and then you kind of like, okay, I'm not here though?
Right. So it's definitely a different take. It's 100% different. I wasn't even comfortable promoting my music out there. Mind you, they don't support or listen to any California music for everybody listening. So when I went out there, I even tried to play some California music. They like,
about it?
Yeah, that's all right. We gonna play this. Even in their clubs, you don't hear no California music. But when you come out here, it's nothing but Texas shit being played in the clubs. It's nothing but down south Atlanta shit. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, I feel like, we got to get it to where all they knocking is us. Don't get it wrong. All the other shit they jocking us for, the gang banging, you feel me, the hardcore lifestyle, you feel me, the West Coast masculinity we got out here. But as far as the music, nah, out there they only listening to down south.
Yeah.
And when I tried to perform, you feel me, they was fucking with it, but they wasn't fucking with it like that. So it's a little bit harder.
It's just a different culture.
Definitely.
It's just a different culture. When we from out here, I don't know. Because I've seen different parts of the country now, and I when I come back here, I was like, okay, we are different.
The accent, basically, too.
And just the way they grow up, too, which is, I don't know, when you just can drive to the beach 5-10 minutes and shit, and we're going to barbecues and fucking, bonfires and shit, rolling the TJ fucking at 15. Like, it's just different. Driving up, it's just different. I don't know. It is different. Let everybody know, too. I know we were talking about a new project that you have coming out.
Yes, sir.
Before we get into that, I do want to kind of know your opinion, kind of state of hip hop, rap in Dago. But who are your top 5 producers that you like to work with? Don't leave nobody out because we're gonna really use this clip and hit.
I'm gonna go ahead and say Penthouse #1 because he produced most of my albums. I'm gonna go ahead and say Basshead. He did the I Don't Wanna Fuck With You with me and Jukin. I'm gonna go ahead and say Cricket. You feel me? Because he fucked with me and Mitchy Slick. He did the Daily Bread me and Slick did, and he did the whole Wrongkind album that's coming out.
Okay.
And then I want to say Trelly Deuce, my all-time favorite. He did me and
all-time favorite
Tiny DC album.
Top 5 videographers. Don't leave nobody out.
I gotta say Gary Ruff.
Okay.
I gotta say
bang.
Thomas Tyrell.
Bang bang.
Didn't get to work with him yet, but he been telling me let's work. And then let me go ahead and say I'm gonna say Yellow.
Yeah.
He shot OG Triggeration for me and Mitchy Slick. And then I gotta say RG. You feel me? And then I also gotta say with our recent video, I got to see the video finish. Hendo Unplugged and their team. They did it.
Yeah, they got a what they're doing over there too is let's right into this then on that same wavelength. Top 5 studios.
I
got Hendo in there now.
Yep, I gotta say the B Shop.
Okay.
Hendo Studios is dope. You gotta say 88 The Gang Studios.
Yep. Right down the street, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And then Mitchy Slick got a studio. I forgot dude's name, but it's all the way in all the way up north, like close to Oceanside.
Oh, okay. Not Jacob Johns?
No, I forgot his name, but I'll probably tell you later.
Shout out to Jacob John though, too. Soul Shakedown.
Yeah, shout out to him, and that's pretty much it.
We were talking about Pain. Was it Pain I Felt?
Yeah. So I got a song coming up. It's gonna be dropping on the 8th. It's called Pain I Felt. I got a new artist that's working with me, singer named Agape. Christian rapper. Feel free to look him up. He all on all platforms. He on YouTube. But I'm finna push him now, and I'm finna put him in some more songs because that's what I do. I find real talent. If they don't got no clout or people that's really paying attention to them, I push them with everything I got. You feel me? And I bring them on my team. You
had mentioned something earlier, and I at least wanted to expand on it. You said validating people.
So one thing about
what does that mean to you, though? What does that mean to you?
So validation goes a long way.
Why? Why does it go a long way?
Because you could validate the wrong person. Let's say it was times I was hanging out with someone who was professing to be a gang member, but they wasn't really a gang member. Okay. And I learned just by hanging out with them. A lot of homies saw this person. They started letting him come around. They started shaking his hand.
Giving him access.
Instead of putting him through the test because my validation was a respectable validation.
Right.
Same thing with
you're with Eddie Mack, so we're going to give you a little quick pass here. Then he starts fucking up. You're like, oh, dog, you're the one that brought this motherfucker around and shit. Exactly. What's really happening?
Exactly.
Now, I know. I believe you me. I know what that conversation's like.
Exactly. Mind you, I was the rapper who never really asked for verses like that. So everybody usually come to me. So when artists work with me, I let them know you're more valuable. When people see you working with me, they might just want to work with you because they see you working with me. He said, but if you're not someone that anyone can rap with, but you're doing good on your own and your music is slapping, and you wait till later, you feel me, when you created more value to finally say, okay, I'll rap with you, you know what I mean? Your value at that point is much, much higher because you're not someone that anyone could just rap with. Yeah. And that's how I was in the beginning. That's how I made my name. I wasn't rapping with anybody until I established a certain status.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, did you feel that when you're now talking with new talent, you're being selective because of that? Because, when you give your stamp of approval to somebody, I understand what you're saying. You kind of do have to be selective because you're giving them access to everything that comes with you.
For certain, exactly. Because once they start working with me, they'll get my fans. Mm-hmm. That happened before. When you push somebody out, your fans attack them more than they start fucking with you. That's your validation. It's like saying, hey, fuck with him. This the nigga I'm fucking with. Right. So if I think he cool, you feel me? It's like I'm passing the torch.
What do you think about this, too? I mean, we'll leave it on this. Last question before we get you out of here. This, like, new age of, I guess, social media, like, clout chasing almost. Like, I saw something the other day where it was a post, like, I'll start an argument with you, you start an argument with me, and it was like, I don't know, they're charging each other like $100 or something. Like that's the new age of what we're at right now. It's
other.
crazy. I mean, it's mind-boggling to me. I don't live in this world.
To beef with each other, right?
Yes,
right.
yes, bro. Like I'll pull up on you, and it was a whole thing. I'm like, what the fuck are we talking about? But that's that's where we're at right now, which is crazy to me.
I believe it. I don't think it's wise because you got certain people rocking with this person, you got certain people rocking with this person, and if they're not up on game about that, situations could collide. And not only that, I feel like if you feel like you're great and you got that in you, you should be able to establish the clout that you're trying to get from that.
But this younger new generation, they don't see it like that though. It's a whole different talk. Like a whole different conversation, really.
Yeah.
Like I had someone here the other day, and they were like, the things they were talking about. I was just like, man, I couldn't relate to it actually.
Right.
Do you? But that's not. I'm gonna do me way over here.
But definitely go learn from experience then.
It just I don't know. It's just It's a weird time we're living in right now. Because even like I see it too with like No Jumper. It's all for the clout though. I mean, if all these rappers are respecting Adam 22. Who's over here talking about 10 dudes just fuck my wife. In real life...
Man, he was Barriers? That's crazy.
And he has the number one network in LA. When it comes to this culture, I don't know, bro. It's a weird shit we're living in right now, dog.
He has the advantage of the power of attention on his side. He got a lot of...
Because he has the numbers on YouTube.
And today, RCML Lavish say attention today and likes on social media attention is more valuable than money these days. So, because it's finna get good, you dig? We can get it out, however, but integrity. That's one thing I've been big on. I won't give away my integrity for nothing and my morals. That's why if you hear from other rappers or the things people are saying about me. Like you hear the things Slick saying about me in the interviews, or anybody who know me to a certain level, they always talk about how solid I am, how like I said, I live up to a certain expectation that most artists and most people don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not willing to sell my soul for certain things. I'm not willing to be anything other than what I'm not. I never tried to be some shit. You feel me? That I couldn't be a part.
Yeah.
You feel me? Or I never tried to do some sucker shit to be some shit these niggas not.
Yeah.
And that's my morals. That's what I stand on.
It's crazy because we're at this like line right now where we're at in today's world, where half of the line grew up younger and didn't have someone to chin check them on the corner.
Man.
And the other half grew up actually putting in work and had to deal with all their back end consequences of shit they did in their life and having to amend for them in one fashion or another, right? So you got these youngsters, and what you were talking about, where they're growing up and it's like, well, I can get away with all this weirdo shit.
For certain.
Get away with all those weirdo shit for the clicks and for the views, and then my morals, there are no morals. It's just like, and no one was ever able to check them. To say, bro, nah, this ain't right, dog. Like this is goofy shit. But now it's it's almost the Tekashi 6ix9ine effect. It's and now you got the Adam 22 effect. You know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna forecast this. I'm glad we're recording this. We're gonna have an outlet probably in Dago, someone young that's gonna come up, and it's gonna be a bunch of weirdo shit. They're probably gonna blow up to an extent. And they're going to have the other half that grew up not with it. The other half that's like, oh, let's ride with it because you're getting all these views.
Certainly.
Yes.
Definitely.
No integrity.
Certain.
No validation. No values.
No. Definitely.
Mm-hmm. Those clicks are the value. The comments and the clicks and the views, doesn't matter what you do, that makes me...
Certain. These days, they rather praise Ronald McDonald. You feel me?
And love it.
Exactly. And the thing is, I noticed too, like I noticed a lot of OGs or a lot of people that come before. Oh, these niggas doing wrong. They doing this, and they don't like them because they're not like them. They're not like they're not doing it right. But what I don't respect is tell them how to do it right. Get in the game. a lot of people see niggas going wrong or certain things, and you know, I got this rule where if I choose to not like you, or if I choose to, you know, not like something you doing or something you on, I got a rule to where I can't do that until I understand you. Now, if I understand you, you feel me, and what you on, and you know, I try to give my advice or anything. Now I can feel how I want to feel, but I don't think it's right to dislike someone you don't understand.
You know, I'll expand on this, and while we leave it on this, it's interesting growing a brand, growing a business. I'll give some free game to some people. What I've learned is there are times when I disagree with what people are doing, and I can't align with it. And I'm trying to do what you're saying, right? Trying to give them kind of the benefit of the doubt. I'm trying to be like, nah, like, all right, we don't see it the same way. I'll try to figure out why, right? I'll try. But then sometimes it gets to a certain point when I realize we have different visions. And when you start to really understand where their vision is and your vision is, and you can like, oh, nah, we ain't never will align. Now, you can still keep it over here. I'll keep it over here. I'm not going to disrespect. I'm not going to have no beef with you. But we just can't align with it. And what I've noticed even on top of that is I see it quick when it happens too. When I want to work with somebody, I'm like, all right, well, let's put 1,000 down. I'm gonna see really where someone's at.
For certain, fast.
Like, are you just here just to like? Are you serious about this? Because if you put that down, let's have another conversation. Let's run it the fuck back. But then if I start seeing our visions on our line, at least we only put 1,000 down, and we can still part ways where there's not going to be no drama to an extent. You know what I mean? But it's always, to me, I've always realized too, when there's no money involved, when we beefing, man, bro, get the fuck out of here. I'm over here dealing with. There is no point. There's no fucking point. We got no
benefit. Just a deal. Exactly. It's just like when a motherfucker wants your fade. I heard Slick say some shit like, nigga, if I'm gonna catch a nigga fade, he better have just as much to lose as I do.
That's.
You better be able to afford it.
You know, I do want to talk about the new projects that you have. We were talking about Keep Up the Name with Mitchy. How did you guys? You've been working with Mitchy for a minute, so I mean.
Oh yeah, big bro. You know that's my. I'm actually his artist. That's my manager. You know we under Wrongkind. I'm under Wrongkind. He actually, you know, he pushing your boy pretty hard. You know, big bro always got something good to say. You feel me? Because of him, you know, I'm known in many other places. But you know, it was funny because we already did the Wrongkind album. That's gonna drop a little later after this project coming out. Mind you, I spent heat all over it. But one day he just called me to the studio. He like, I got this beat, bro. I need you on it. I hear you on it. So I pull up to the lab, and it was to Keep Up the Names beat, the song that we was, you know, that we. You guys already did the video to. Yeah, so the video's dropping on the 1st.
Got you.
So you know,
April 1st.
He gave me the concept. We did the hook, and then you know the concept went so well with the beat. You know, I went from there, started listening to the beat, figured out what I wanted to say, and I gassed it. You feel me? Everybody in the studio was like, damn. We did the video. Everybody was shooting the video was like, damn. So, you know, it's actually a good opportunity for me. And, you know.
Is that an easy process for you? I think
Yeah.
I've recently been able to experience what it's like when you go into the studio and I can see the producer kind of cut in and like, you know, how was that process with you when you go in there?
So right when I go in, I try to get focused. You know, I get this zone where it's hard to talk to me until I'm done doing what I got to do because it's hard to, you know, tap into that if I'm not focused. Sometimes I got to walk away from the crowd and be on my phone. So someone could try to come talk to me. I probably won't respond as well until I know that, okay.
It's like you're in the game. I'm in the game right now. Yeah.
I'm almost done my verse. So the beat always tells me what to write, really. I listen to the beat. I already know what I'm going to talk about from the hook. So, you know, it take me about 10, 15 minutes, you know, to knock it out. If it's a beat that I don't like, probably about 30 minutes. But it's pretty easy for me, you know, after you.
And are you a writer? Or, like, do you, like, on the spot?
Yeah, I'm the writer. I do it on the spot.
But, I mean, like, do you, like, just have books of, like, lyrics and shit that you go back to? Or you just like to do it on the fly?
So, I'm always freestyling in my head sometimes. If I get a dope line, I'm like, that's big. I'll write it down. So, if I ever get writer's block in the future or in the studio, I'll go back to that line if I need it. But I really like to write fresh based on the subject. I like to rap anything that's about my life, an event that I need to talk about or things that people don't see.
The other projects too, I think you were talking about Untold Truth.
Exactly. So
Never Fold.
Yes, sir.
What was the other one? Always Stay G.
Yes, sir. I'm always be a G.
Always be a G.
So I'm always be a G is out. And I meant to talk about that last time we was here, you feel me? But I didn't get to push it as well as I needed to because I ended up catching a case. So now that I'm back out, I'm always be a G. The video is out. You know what I mean? Go knock it. It's people in the pen saying they help them get through situations. It's in the catalog. And, you know, it's a lot of things that I was going through at the time that I was expressing in that song. Mm-hmm. So, you know, look that up. I'm always be a G by MMack, and then we got Never Fold with my artists, you know, Mexican artists too many. You know, we got the little weirdos today. We got all the, you know, Young Rich, the Mexican artists that's coming up. But
let me ask you this, because I think you were in here with Young Rich last time.
Right,
yeah, you guys, yeah,
it's my nigga.
Do you think back then, because you've been doing this for a minute, that the Chicano rappers would be where they're at right now, or did it kind of surprise you?
It didn't,
because they were always there, but it never was able to like kind of get that next push.
For certain,
like you had your little raw, but it was, you know, you had these one select tracks.
Right. The first Chicano rapper I rap with was Lil Grifo. Mm-hmm. So once I started realizing him and other Chicano rappers were starting to do their thing, I knew it was a matter of time before they get the real feel of it. Yeah. Before there was Chicano rappers like that and Dago blowing up, they was bumping us. So yeah, once they got their own race to actually grab onto and bump, you know, they blew up. And it's amazing because, you know, they still fuck with us, but at the end of the day, you know, it ain't nothing like when you got your own race representing and doing what you want to do. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. No, it's interesting to see the landscape and how it's all like blending now. You know what I mean?
I fuck with all of them too. Yeah, they fuck with me.
I mean, we all trying to get to the same goal, you know, at the end of the day. We'll leave you on this. She's a 10, but
she ain't got a dime.
That's it. It's a wrap. West Coast Radio, MMack.